what's up, Zach? Early morning demo for you for your custom flagship that you had me do. This is etched in a Game of Thrones, but more specifically a House Stark theme. I've been posting this a lot, really, because I was super happy with it. It was something different for me to do that was outside the Star Wars realm, so I was just posting some progress photos. So you've seen plenty of photos of this. It's not going to pick up very well on this demo, probably. Um, but you asked for the weirwood tree somewhere on there. Maybe if I could turn this light down, you'll be able to see this a lot better in person. But that shroud, and then you've actually got like a House Stark sigil right here. And I put that wolf in between the shrouds on each side there. And then we've got this quote that's going around the switch box, you know, when the snows fall and the white winds blow, the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. So that goes around both of these pieces on the switch box, and then it does not interfere with the switch section. Turn this back on. This is a 2-button setup, although I have a hidden brass tactile on here for your auxiliary. So your main switch here, that's your activation right here. And then when you turn this around, there is a little brass 5mm switch that I like to do here sometimes, and that's your auxiliary. So it's very low profile, but it's very easy to hit with your finger. And you can hit that guy all day long. It's not going to go anywhere on you. I actually JB weld that to the inside of the saber so it doesn't go anywhere. Got the white leather wrap on here that you wanted. I got this wrap from Defcon Bird. And then I put some wolves around the pommel on each of the bump outs. It's the same wolf right there, right? And then to get to everything, actually, you got CCSabers in here for your main PCB. It's pretty typical of what I do. And then to get to the chassis, you just want to unscrew the handle. This wrap makes me super nervous because a lot of times when I'm working, I've got dirty hands, or I'm sticky from glue or something else. And like, I was super careful not to get this guy dirty. So no stains or anything on the handle. It's nice and clean, and it will be sent off that way. And then here's your chassis. This design right here is the same background design that I used over here for both of your shrouds. If you can see that. I just carried it over to the chassis. I just wanted to tie it together somehow. So it does say House Stark over here, and you'll be able to see that better when you get it. So sabers over here for me in Arabesh, and then you've got the wolf head right here, which I thought was pretty cool. 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. This thing is super loud, and I'll fire this up in a second so you can see that. Your Proffie board. So this is an extremely tight snap fit down into the shelf. If you need to pop it up, you can. Just pop it up diagonally to get to your board if you want. Snap it back down. Although I will say this chassis is designed for board and USB access without lifting the board up at all. And that's how I program the saber. So you really don't need to lift it up. You can leave it all here and get to everything just fine. And then you've got a removable battery setup. That was spring side over here for your negative side of your battery. I'm trying to do some different things with chassis this time. I didn't go with a clear resin chassis and light it up because I did that for you last time. So you gave me some creative freedom. So I just went with a little something different and tried to kind of make this chassis pop out with some rub and buff, and just making it look like kind of like it was etched along with the saber, and hopefully that matches well, and that's something that you like. I was kind of proud of how it came out. I'm still experimenting with that a little bit, so I will continue to do that because I'm kind of liking how it's making the chassis look. Let's throw a battery in this guy. I got all of your sound fonts on here. Your Jon Snow sound font, when you sent it to me, it came in 5 separate folders, each folder having a little something different with the font. So I went ahead and I added all that together. It's working now. It's fine. And then I got all your other fonts on there, and then I left a few of the stock fonts on there just in case you want to cycle through. You asked me for a rain blade for the Jon Snow font, a white blade with some blue like snow hitting it. I reached out to my buddy Brian Connor, and he made that for me last night, which was super dope, right? And then I woke up to it this morning. He had sent it to me, and I plugged it in, and it's awesome. So shout out to Brian for helping me with that guy, because I was lost on how to make that happen, but we made it happen. Or he made it happen, and then I put it on the Saber. I did the simple part. So thanks, Brian. So we'll throw a battery in this guy. It's not on the Jon Snow font right now because I was doing a lot of testing this morning before I made this video. But we'll switch it over to the font. You had mentioned to me it would be nice if the Jon Snow font was the first thing that fired up. That just depends on the last sound font that you had it on before you take the battery out, right? Because it's going to remember wherever it was at.
You want me to put the hammer down?
And we'll go through all these after the first one.
Teensy. Smooth. Teensy. Smooth.
This is it right here.
The king in the north!
So we're going to throw the blade in. Typically, I will light this up before, and then I'll show you the blade, but we're going to throw the blade right in this time. These guys take a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade, and you will want to use your blade retention. We'll turn this light off. You do have motion controls. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but there is randomized blue all along this on this blade, so it does look like snow is hitting it in person. It's pretty cool. Brian actually redid the hum, so it sounds like ice. Tap for blaster deflex. Snow Sand's going. There's the wolf howl. Nice shine through. So to get to your soundtrack, so you just hold down power for 1 second and let go. Which is what we were just on. And then do the same thing to turn it off. Hold down for 1 second and let go. And that is the Jon Snow font. So hopefully that came out the way you like. The blade will be a lot easier to see in person. The blue hitting the blade's not picking up very well on camera. This is your Fire font by Kyber Phonic, but you want a blue flame. So you've got that battle mode, so hitting the blade or the saber will initiate blade lock up. See that right here, the difference in my hand. And it'll stay like that until you pull away from it. Royalty. This is your Survivor Cyan. Thor. This is the Thor Thunder and Lightning blade style from Fernando's library. So it just looks like it's, you know, like thunder and lightning. Now we're into the stock fonts, and I did leave a few on here for you. Just normal green. We will cycle back through those and get to the Jon Snow font, so it's the first one that plays when you fire it up.
Teensy. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Teensy. Smooth. The king in the north!
That's your force effect, so I was just holding down the power for like 2 seconds and then letting go. You've got a couple different ones, right? Try not to hit the computer. Just like that, and we'll take the blade out real quick. And then taking the battery out is super easy, right? Do the same thing, we just unscrew the handle. And then from the positive side over here by the speaker, you can come over here and pull it out with your hand just like that. And that is pretty much your saber. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, this guy will go out in the mail to you today. All right, thanks, man.